Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Learning with Anila Qadri. Students, in this video, we are going to cover these topics of business law. First of all, you will get to know introduction of business law. What is nature of law? What is meaning and definition of business law? So let's start. Law can be defined as a definite rule of conduct and human relations. It also means a uniform rule of conduct which is applicable equally to all the people of the state. Law prescribes and regulates general conditions of human activity in the state. Law means rule made by authority for the proper regulation of a community or society or for correct conduct in life. Law is the body of principles recognized and applied by the state in the administration of justice. Law denotes rules and principles, either enforced by an authority or self-imposed by the members of a society to control and regulate people's behavior with a view to securing justice, peaceful living, and social security. Law is that portion of the established habit and thought of mankind which has gained distinct and formal recognition in the shape of uniform rules backed by the authority and power of government, stated by Woodrow Wilson. What is nature, features, and characteristics of law? Law must be applicable to all. Everyone in the eyes of law is equal, and no one can escape from the eyes of law. Law is uniform in nature. Power of making law lies in the hand of the state. State passes those laws which are considered to be for human welfare. The state has a government which also helps in making law and through which laws are enforced. Laws are said to be reliable and just for every individual present in the state. These are rules for every individual. Every state needs the law as it is believed to be the most important element which helps the state to function smoothly. Nature and characteristics of law. Law can be the threat to those who are willing to do wrong in society, and once they commit anything wrong, are severely punished. The punishments which are given to the guilty are also decided by the law. Each country has a court which settles any issues taking place in the state according to the laws formulated. Law acts as a shield to every individual in the state. It helps people coexist harmoniously and protect themselves from any wrong or evil doings. These laws are made by the representatives of citizens. Then this law also requires public opinion and should also function in accordance with public needs. Law is said to be blind as it does not believe in any discrimination. All are equal in front of the law. Example given. If a group of men gets together one afternoon to play a game of baseball, certain rules govern the conduct of the game. These rules are not laws. Second, if a man agrees to purchase a guitar and takes possession of it, He may be used for whatever amount of money he agreed to pay for the guitar. The person is liable to pay the amount for the guitar which he has purchased. If thief robs, a judge may sentence him to prison. These all are laws. Business law. What is business law? Business law or commercial law is a body of rules that regulate and control the everyday activities of exchange. It is a branch of legal system which regulates business activities. Business law is that portion of legal system which guarantees an orderly conduct of business affairs and settlement of legitimate disputes in a just manner. It establishes a set of rules and prescribes conduct that enables us to avoid misunderstanding and injury in our business relationships. What is business law? Business law or mercantile law means that branch of law which is applicable to or concerned with trade and commerce in connection with various mercantile or business transactions. It is defined as that branch of law which comprises laws concerning trade, industry, and commerce. The scope of business law. The scope of mercantile law is very wide and varied. It is indeed vast. It includes law relating to contracts, partnership, sale of goods, negotiable instruments, companies, insolvency, insurance, carriage of goods, licenses, issues of securities, property, foreign exchange and its management, guarantees, consumer interest, business crimes, custom clearance, import of capital goods, pollution control, etc. These aspects and other things are covered by legislation enacted by central, state, or local bodies. Here you can see types of laws, or you can say classification of law. Constitutional law based on constitutions. Statutes enacted by legislative bodies. Administrative law rulings by administrative agencies. Civil law addresses wrongs done to individuals. Criminal law addresses wrongs done to society. Procedural law deals with methods of enforcing legal rights and duties. Substantive law defines legal rights and duties. Business law rules that apply to business transactions. Now coming toward explanation of classification or types of law. Number 1. Substantive and procedural law. What is substantive law? Includes the laws that create, define, and regulate rights and obligations. Example given. A person 1 who agrees to rent an apartment for accommodation during his working period, legal rights and obligations for staying in an apartment will be determined by the owner as per law. Procedural law specifies the methods of enforcing rights and obligations created by substantive law. Example given. If the student feels that the owner of the apartment has somehow violated the rules or student's right, he may file suit in court as per the procedural law. How to file, in which court, how judgment will be, etc. Example given: Criminal Procedure Code 1973. Next one, public and private law. What is public law? Deals with the rights and powers of government. Example given: Criminal law. The student who is staying in apartment based on mutual agreement between him and owner. If student attack the owner by engaging in rude behavior, then the student has violated the criminal laws of the state where he is living. Private law. It is administered between private citizens. Example given: If the student fails to pay rent, the owner may file suit to collect it. The case is governed by private law because government is not involved. Next one, what is civil law? We are going to have a discussion on civil and criminal law. Civil law deals with violation against an injured party. The purpose of civil law suit is to compensate the injured person. Example given: Mr. Harish purchased a new motorbike from a dealer for rupees 42,500. The dealer delivered the motorcycle to Mr. Harish, who agrees to pay rupees 7,500 per month to dealer. After getting motorcycle, Harish refused to make payments. Now, dealer could file a civil case against Harish either for paying rupees 42,500 or to force him to return motorcycle. At the same time, the dealer has to prove the court that Harish agreed to purchase and pay for motorbike. Then court would order Harish to pay rupees 42,500 or return the motorbike to dealer. What is criminal law? Establishes the duties people owe to society. Criminal cases are brought by government, local, state or central against the accused. Example given: the police or prosecutor files the case on behalf of government. In criminal case, a judge or magistrate may impose fine and imprisonment term against accused criminal as punishment for violating the law. Sources of law. The important sources of Indian law are constitution, legislation, custom, case law or common law, natural law, English law, or ordinances, administrative law, dharma, and law, merchant and equity. Sources of law. Constitution. A constitution is the fundamental law of a nation. It was written with specific goals in mind. It has three branches of government: legislative, executive, and judicial. Legislation. A legislation is a law passed by a legislative body. A statute is defined as the will of the legislator. Legislation is the common source of law. Both Parliament and state assemblies have enacted a number of legislations that cover various aspects of business. Custom. A substantial part of business law is customary, notwithstanding advances made in science and technology. A custom, when accepted by courts and incorporated in judicial interpretations, becomes a law. What is case law, or we can say what is common law? Reliance or judicial decisions is known as case law or common law. Common law is originated in English and refer to a body of law that was common throughout England. Case law is useful in as much as it helps courts to render uniformity with regard to interpretation. Natural law. Natural law or natural justice is another source of law. Natural justice that no man can be punished twice for the same crime is a guiding principle for any legislation. English law. Our business laws are largely based on English acts applicable in England. What is ordinance? Law are also passed by local authorities like municipalities, Zilla Panchayats, etc. It is applicable to small geographical areas. Business people should aware of ordinance where they operate. Administrative law. It is one of the major branches of public law. It addressed differences arising from disputes between administration, officials of governmental agencies, and general public. Dharma. Dharma was the main source of law during ancient periods, and it continues to be in main spirit behind every law. Even today, it contributes to be the guiding principle of justice. So guys, this is all about today's lecture. I hope this video is quite informative, quite interesting for all of you. For my next video, do not forget to subscribe my channel, Learning with Anila Qadri, and press the bell icon. Thank you.